last night. Terrific in overtime. Fisher, a great compliment to Kobe Bryant, and we're running tonight. From the Wachovia Center, Lakers won here last year and swept the 2-game season series. Fisher always a threat to shoot. They love to get it down low to both Bynum and Gasol. Dalembert has got to be tough. That is Bynum. And there is Iguodala, who pulled 9 rebounds last night, along with a season high of 25 points. It was a 76er victory in overtime in Chicago. 103-95, Sixers. In the process, breaking a 4-game losing streak. Miller spotting Iguodala. One more for Young for 3. Great ball movement to Thaddeus Young, who drilled the triple.
Great unselfish play on the offensive end. Ball swings side to side. Iguodala turns down an open shot for himself to get Thaddeus Young an even better one.
Well, Brand here giving up some inches to Gasol, the 7-footer. Radmanovic, plenty of height on Miller, unable to connect. Sixers trying to run a little bit. Of course, the Lakers do that very successfully. And the Lakers are just great on both ends of the floor.
Much better defensively this year, Mark, and that's really helped them come out strong to start the season.
Young out-dueling Radmanovic, and a heady play by Thaddeus Young to ricochet the ball off of him, and the Sixers will keep it as we bring you the keys, brought to you by Kia.
Well, it's one thing, Mark, to play the best team in the league, 14-2 the Los Angeles Lakers, but they've got anger issues. They lost the game they should have won last night. This is an angry Laker team, and single coverage, if you can guard Kobe Bryant with single coverage, you don't leave other Lakers open. So the more the Sixers can guard Kobe one-on-one, the better their chances to win this game.
And single coverage primarily up to this guy, Andre Iguodala. Young, another 3. I ask you, Bob Salmi, did he call it?
Strange banking hours in Philadelphia. Sometimes, the banks are open when you don't expect it. Thaddeus Young, he knew. Wasn't supposed to do it. It went in anyway.
Maybe a harbinger. I spoke earlier about the Lakers as they boo Kobe Bryant probably on every touch in this game. Radmanovic, very good three-point shooter. They are full of good three-point shooters.
The first time the 76ers double-teamed Kobe Bryant in the corner, one pass later, an open shot for Radmanovic. That's what we talked about at the top.
In fact, Radmanovic, their best at 25%. A gorgeous move by Iguodala, finishing with the left hand. Back to Indiana last night, where the Lakers had a 16-point lead early in the fourth. And poof, it went away like that. First of a 3-game trip for them. That's Bryant, and that is for 2. Kobe coming in 6th in the NBA in scoring. Miller getting all the way inside. You mentioned the Lakers, an improved defensive team. Very good shot blocking, very good in terms of opponent's field goal percentage. But the Sixers, the quick start, hitting 4 of their first 5. Bynum, the 7-footer, encounters Dalembert, and Sammy has his miss. The Lakers start this game 1 for their first 5. There's Bynum denying and fouling Andre Miller.
And to start the game, the 76ers have had good ball movement as we take a look at our Southwest Airlines 3-point shot. The first one by Thaddeus goes in clean, but we talked about strange banking hours in Philadelphia. Sometimes you get it to go. Kind of a cat that ate the bird grin from Thaddeus as that second one banks in.
You know, that's a shot that's hard when you're trying to bank it in. You know what I mean?
It's a tough horse shot. You're right. If you call bank from the 3-point line, that's not a shot a lot of people can make.
All right, Andre Miller, where do you begin? First, he had 9 of the team's 13 overtime points last night. He had a game high and season high 28. And he was 10 of 11 from the line. He's the Sixers' best free throw shooter at 87%.
He threw that changeup at Derrick Rose last night, that stop and go, and again he did it to Derek Fisher there in transition. Make it look like you're stopping, turn on the gas, get to the rim, get 2 free throws.
So far, against one of the better defensive teams, the Sixers have scored on every possession. Radmanovic carries the early load for them. He's got 5. He averages only 7. Now some 3.5 years with the Lakers, both as a starter and as a reserve. Here a foul on the other end. It is on Pau Gasol of the Lakers.
Derek Fisher working the officials, saying that Andre Miller traveled. That little hop is something that the officials are really looking at in terms of traveling violations. And Miller stretches that rule right to the limit sometimes. That little hop to get him into the lane. And does he jump stop? Does he take 2 more steps? No call that time. He gets 2 free throws.
And Miller, what do you think he's thinking last night after Derrick Rose did what he did in his building on Sunday?
How many times have you seen Andre Miller respond based on who he's playing against? This is one of the better point guards in the league. Okay, I'm a pretty good point guard too. Okay, here's the new kid on the block. Let me show the new kid what this old dog has.
Andre Miller, 32 years old, actually grew up in L.A., a Laker fan, admiring Magic Johnson. There is Miller kicking it away from Gasol. Nicely done by Andre Miller. Reminiscent of what Mo Cheeks used to do all the time as a point guard, doubling down on that big guy.
Waiting till that big guy turns his back.
Dalembert gets the call and delivers. Samuel Dalembert, in all honesty, lately, at least the last couple of games, playing time's been down.
He's got a tough matchup tonight, Mark, matched up against Bynum. Bynum has played very well this season, and the Lakers have gone to him early. And
maybe that bucket for Sammy gives him some focus on the defensive end. Wow, that time Bryant met in midair by Dalembert. The good hard foul sending Kobe to the stripe.
Kobe Bryant uses his body in and around the rim as well as anyone in the league. But you talked about Andre Miller. Watch him wait till just the right moment. Fisher cuts baseline. Gasol turns his back. And the moment he turns his back, that's when Andre springs the trap and comes up with the steal.
Bryant tonight being welcomed by the Wachovia Center fans as we turn things over to D. Lynham.
Mark, you were mentioning how Sam's minutes were down, and I was asking Mo Cheeks about that before the game, and he said it's not so much that I'm not getting from Sam, but it's more what I've gotten from Maurice Spates at the time in a given part of the game. So he said tonight, obviously, with the bigger lineup, Sam's going to have to give him something because they've played a lot smaller ball those past couple of games.
Absolutely. Enough said. This is a tall, long team, the Lakers. Dalembert, nice give up to Miller, and there you go. Sammy, after that bucket, makes a smart play there to Andre Miller, his rare assist.
Right, sometimes that first basket, Mark, you hit it on the head. First basket gets you going, gets other things going.
Bryant over Iguodala and Brand, and he delivers 2. For the record, averaging just under 25, and again, 6th in the NBA. Last night, the second youngest in NBA history to surpass 22,000 career points. The youngest being another Philly native, Wilton Norman Chamberlain, is young, who hit a pair of threes, missing the bunny.
Dalembert, a la Wilt Chamberlain, has made some nice passes here early.
Radmanovich hitting his second 3 of the first quarter. He has 8 of their 12. Who is game planning against Vladimir Radmanovich? Not the Sixers, I don't think. Young now in charge of Kobe Bryant, and Kobe delivers 2 more.
Kobe Bryant went across the lane with his left hand and shot it like he was left-handed. When he came in the league, he did not have that left hand. That is an amazing left hand. Shot it exactly like he would with his right.
So after the Sixers sprint to the early advantage, 7 straight for the Lakers. And with 6:24 to play here in the first quarter, a high-scoring affair thus far. The Sixers call timeout. And actually, Phil Jackson had considered starting Trevor Ariza over Radmanovich in preseason, but he went with Vladimir. Sixers out of the timeout. Thaddeus Young missing. Kobe Bryant went for the steal earlier, has Gasol running the floor, and he slams for 2. So the Lakers here on a nice little sprint. They have ripped off 9 straight.
Kobe Bryant just threw a chest pass that was on a rope from the backcourt to the front court. Pau Gasol heads up, turns his head, catches, and finishes.
Gasol runs the floor very well for a 7-footer. Dalembert unable to make the catch. Miller picking up some loose change.
How good is Andre Miller using his body? He fended Fisher off to get in the lane and make the play to Dalembert, and then used his body again to finish on the loose ball.
Miller has 9. Meantime, here are the Lakers, who are streaking. Radmanovich finally missing from beyond. He has 2 threes already here in the first quarter. The Sixer lead at 3. Brand forced to give it up. Miller, a gorgeous fake. Dalembert fishing for the miss. But he goes over the back, and for Sammy, it'll be personal number 2.
There's that shot fake that we talked about as Dalembert gets caught. But in rotation situations, guess who was blocking out Samuel Dalembert? Shot fake, goes to Gasol. Watch Kobe Bryant get in between Dalembert and the ball. Kobe Bryant, spectacular offensive player, but it's those little detail things. Weak side rotations, putting his body in front of Dalembert, blocking him out. That's where Kobe might be underrated as a superstar. He does the little things.
Things that don't show up on highlight reels that coaches certainly appreciate. So Dalembert playing limited minutes of late, forced to sit 2 personal fouls. Theo Ratliff playing time picked up of late on the floor for the first time. Miller has Radmanovich hitting him in the post. Nice recovery there by Ratliff to block his shot. Willie Green into the game for the first time and drills it on his first touch. Willie, forget the numbers last night. His defense on Ben Gordon, terrific, especially late in the game when Willie had 5 personals on him.
Nice job matched up against one of the most powerful guards in the game.
Vladimir Radmanovich, who would have thought this would unfold? He's got 11, his season high is 15.
Playing off other Lakers into the post, splits off the post, playing off Kobe double teams. He's gotten open looks here early.
Pace of play, very much to the liking of the Lakers, who lead the NBA in scoring. That's Elton Brandt's first shot of the game, as Fisher has his miss. There is Fisher, a very good outside shooter, his 13th year in the NBA. Iguodala forced to give it up. The Lakers converge on him. Miller being forced into the help. Gasol, Iguodala tipped it free, but here come Bryant and the Lakers. Willie Green reaching out and fouling Kobe Bryant. The injury report tonight brought to you by Mainline Health. Jason Smith still rehabbing. And Lou Williams with a right abdominal strain, but we are told that, well, he's in. Lou Williams, we were told before the game he was going to play in spite of that injury which he suffered last night, and the proof is in the fact that he's now in the game.
Well, he took some shots last night, and in particular, shots in and around the basket. They were driving to the basket, putting bodies on him. He got pinballed around last night.
Having Lamar Odom onto the floor for the first time, picking himself up off the floor. Kobe Bryant, 3 of 4 for 8. 2 boards, 2 assists already here in the first quarter. The Lakers forged the 2-point cushion after the Sixers led by 10 early on. And there is a steal by Trevor Ariza, and you talk about the guys who are on the all-mix-it-up team. He's got to be one of them. Bryant him right in the palms. Ariza mishandled. Gasol failing on the putback. Iguodala forcing the issue. Laid it home. A beautiful, aggressive move by Andre Iguodala. His second field goal for 4.
Kept the ball in his left hand the entire dime down the floor. Lakers want to call timeout. Phil Jackson not happy with the transition defense. But you can't argue with the fact that Phil Jackson is a great, great NBA coach.
Played 12 seasons in the NBA, and in fact, as a player, was a 2-time NBA champion. Red Holtzman, late Red Holtzman of the New York Knicks, coaching those squads. Sixers greeting the Lakers in a zone out of the timeout. Number 5, Jordan Farmar, for the first time. The third-year guard from UCLA has come on. Both teams playing in a back-to-back. Lou Williams continues his struggles. Elton Brand, the best rebounders in the NBA, pulled it down, and then while he was surrounded, he was fouled. Kobe Bryant reaching in. He was hoping for the breakaway, but instead Tommy Nunez Jr. says, "Whoa, fella, you fouled him."
And Sixers fortunate that time. Elton Brand out on an island all by himself, loses his dribble in the corner, gets double-teamed. There were no other 76ers on that side of the floor.
Each team, 3 team fouls. And the Lakers zoning up. Green trying to set up Ratliff. Another turnover, the Sixers' second. Bryant coast to coast with that one. So Kobe now with 10 in the quarter. And the Laker lead is back to 2 under 2 minutes to go in the opening period.
That Laker defense, Mark, that you talked about, collapsing on the ball, forcing turnovers, getting Kobe out on the break.
And a pass to Iguodala ends up hitting him in the head, so 2 consecutive turnovers, and you can't turn it over against their second unit. That's exactly what they're looking for. Odom on a rope to Gasol, who deposits 2, and a 20-6 Laker run to lead it by 4. So slow to get started, but they're finishing this first quarter very nicely.
Mark, you hit it. Sixers aren't playing that badly to start this game, and all of a sudden you look up at the scoreboard, they're down by 4. That's what the Lakers can do to you.
Elton Brand scoreless in the quarter after dropping 22 on the Chicago Bulls last night at United Center. Odom now coming off the bench with the Lakers after being a starter just about his entire career. And Kobe is just being Kobe. Here in the opening quarter, he's got a dozen.
The ability to rise up and fade away. He's hit 2 jump shots that you can do nothing with. High release, fading away. 2 tough shots that go down for Kobe. And another Sixer turnover.
Ariza slamming at the other end. And again, this second unit with Ariza, Farmar, Odom, this is what they thrive on, getting turnovers and fast breaking the other way.
Think about that, what you said, Mark. Lakers starters are tough enough. Now the bench comes in and forces some turnovers and increases the lead.
Iguodala setting up Green. Max for 3. Odom lost it. Sixers will keep it here now with the shot clock unplugged. So Radmanovic got the Lakers going, and as he rests, his teammates coming off the bench have now taken his lead and carried the banner here in the latter stages of the first. Radmanovic averaging 7 with 11, including 3 threes in the first quarter.
It'd be a lot of fun to play with Kobe Bryant, wouldn't it? You'd get some open shots, wouldn't you?
Iguodala giving it up. Oh, and there's Gasol to leap at Lou Williams and snuff him with 3.9 to go.
Great time for a shot fake. Gasol closing out. 7-footer. That's a tough shot to get over a 7-footer like Gasol. Still time for a shot.
Will it come from Iguodala? It does. It'll count. They'll look at it. It'll count. And a badly needed hoop for the Sixers.
NBA reviewing situations at the end of the quarter. As good as it gets, getting it right.
Andre Iguodala now taking a break as this second quarter opens up. Kobe Bryant as well. Oh, with D. Lynam. And Bob Salmi, Mark Zumoff tonight. Andre Miller back into the contest. He continues his magic, if you will. 11 in the game for Andre Miller to pace the Sixers. For the Lakers, made 12 of their last 16 field goals in the first, and they shot nearly for the entire quarter, 62%.
What a combination. Good offense and solid defense. As Andre Miller called for the hold.
Trying to deal with Jordan Farmar.
But this runner, this ability to read situations and get rid of that ball before the shot blocker Bynum can get there. Nice read by Miller. Gets in the paint. Here comes Bynum to block the shot. Stop before he gets there. Shoot that little runner. That's a tough shot to block if you get it in the air before the shot blocker has a chance to react.
Ariza, the nice setup of Andrew Bynum and the foul as well. And the 7-footer who came out of high school 4 years ago is the number 10 pick. We'll look to tack on one more after the personal on Maurice Spates, the rookie.
But this is where he makes his living. Those pick and roll situations, diving to the rim, finding those open seams between defenders. And a great finisher in and around the rim. He can dunk with anybody, but those seams between the defense, that's where he gets most of his shots.
Bynum missed a lot of time last year, a left knee injury. In fact, the last 46 games of the season. The Sixers, who took very good care of the ball early on, suddenly with 5 turnovers, only 1 for the Lakers. So it's Farmar out there, along with Sasha Vojevic for the first time. Trevor Ariza, who throws it to Odom. And Bynum is in the middle. Green has Vujacic, and there is Spates, and he flat out missed the dunk. Odom at the other end, and he has fouled the blocking foul coming up. Theo Ratliff.
This is the frustration level on the Sixer break of late that Maurice Cheeks talked about. Comes out of Spate's hands. That's a great fast break opportunity for the Sixers. You don't get two, and now all of a sudden the Lakers push it right back up your back, and they're breaking, and now Odom gets 2 free throws.
Lamar Odom, the first time in his career coming off the bench. A change in the role for him, certainly tied to the presence of Pau Gasol, and Andrew Bynum spent most of last year out with that left knee injury, so Odom was in the starting lineup. Well, now Bynum is back. Gasol's got to play. And Radmanovic, for whatever reason, Phil Jackson likes him at the small forward, and I guess he likes Odom coming off because he can play with the second unit. Not a lot of pressure on him, and Odom a very selfless guy, so he could set up the second teamers, if you will.
Not a bad 8th man, Lamar Odom, to have on their team. That speaks of the Lakers' depth, doesn't it?
Got a lot of tools. Lamar Odom. By the way, he's a free agent after this season. They find Willie Green stationed in the corner. Good Laker defense here, and the Sixers trying to pass over all those big bodies. End up throwing it away for their 6th turnover.
If Andre hadn't gotten a hand on that, that would have hit us right in the forehead. The ball was high and across the court. Sixers trying to beat that zone.
Vujicic getting around Young. Odom, been a reluctant shooter, and there were 3-second violations. That happened last night, I'm told, where Odom, hesitant to shoot, and Phil Jackson's been saying to him, please, Lamar, you're good enough. Put it up when you're open.
There's a rhythm to an open shot, and you see what happens when you disrupt that rhythm. Turn down the open shot, Andrew Bynum gets called for the 3-second violation.
Only the Lakers' 2nd turnover. Spates, shot he can hit. (36-27). Sixers had a 10-point advantage in the first quarter, 17-7. Ariza charging in. It'll be a blocking foul. Count the field goal as well. Maurice Spates, another foul. The Lakers have seized control of this game here in the first half.
What a pass by Farmar across his body. And Ariza with the little shot fake show the ball. Now Spates trying to rotate, makes the contact. And Trevor Ariza, another great pickup by the Lakers. Former 2nd-round pick, now getting big minutes with the Lakers.
He'll make some money at the end of the season. He is a free agent to be. Homecoming for him, having played his high school ball in L.A. and, of course, went to UCLA. Trevor Ariza. Miller getting inside. Andre Miller has been a shining star for the Sixers. He has 13 of their 29 points. It ends an 8-0 Laker run. Farmar, you can't let him shoot as he drills the 3, and the Lakers now 4 of 6 from beyond.
Just a split second. Miller goes under the screen. That split second, that ball's in the air.
Miller with a slight height advantage on Farmar. Had a plunging Young. You see the Lakers rotating nicely defensively. Farmar drilled by Royale Ivy, who's come on for the first time. Should be 2 at the line after the foul by Royale Ivy. We are early in the second, and the Laker lead right now at its largest, 13 points.
D lineup touched on at the top of the show. D talked about this team as the 4th best field goal defensive team in the league, and an underrated aspect of the Laker game and their 14-2 start has been their defense and their ability to create turnovers. They're giving the Sixers a taste of their own medicine now with 9 fast break points here early in the game.
Lakers second only to Miami in forcing turnovers, nearly 17 a game. Andre Miller lays it home. D-Lineup, what can you add?
Well, Mark, we knew that the Sixers were going to have to earn their baskets based on what Bob just said. But on the flip side, the fact that the Lakers are shooting 64% from the floor themselves, that is a deadly combination on the 2 ends of the floor.
On this end, Farmar and Odom playing catch. Bynum has the miss. Lakers here with the first 24. Odom, however, throws it away. Iguodala navigating the setup of Miller. Samuel Dalembert back into the game. Tries to put it back after his own miss. Good hustle by Sammy. The Sixers here with a fresh 24.
Sammy hustling so much he almost lost his shorts there trying to run that loose ball down.
That's not a good thing. Iguodala dipping in and stroking two. Andre Iguodala, we saw an excellent jump shot last night in Chicago. He threads 2 here on the jumper, and he's got 8 in the first half. Mar Odom, of course, he is a lefty. 6'10", 230, his 10th year from Rhode Island, where he played 1 season. I remember in the A-10 final against Temple as Iguodala slams for 2 and a foul. He broke the hearts of Owls fans with a buzzer beater. Nice hookup right here.
Look at Miller at the top of the floor. How about this finish in traffic? Trevor Ariza probably expecting a layup. Andre Iguodala catch off 2 feet, take the foul, finish with a dunk with 2 hands.
Thank goodness for the Andres, huh?
Now these two tonight, 18 of the last 18 points, 18 of the last 20 points for those two. You said it the other night, Mark. Andre Miller recognizes as well as anyone what needs to be done, whether it's scoring, playmaking, defense. And the Sixers looking for scoring here.
Hasten to add Elton Brand right now on the bench. He is scoreless thus far. Oda missing badly to the floor, and Royale Ivy. Miller sees an opening. Unfinished business for him. Miller's been great as a finisher in this game. Farmar to the trailer, Bynum, who throws down 2. Kobe and Powell, they can appreciate the young fella running the floor and throwing it down.
Lakers have made this push. Maurice Cheeks wants a timeout. Lakers have made this push with Kobe on the bench with 11 fast break points here in the first half.
Both Bynum and Gasol, both 7-footers, can both get up and down the floor. Here's the scoreless Elton Brand. He's taken only 2 shots. The Sixers need something from him, quite obviously. Ivy finding Miller, who dips in. Brand fishing for the miss. Ariza hustles it down for the Lakers as we approach the halfway point of the second. Derek Fisher back into the contest. Ditto number 24. That would be Kobe Bryant, who forces the issue. The blocking foul as well. It'll be one more at the line for Kobe Bean Bryant.
We talked about substitution patterns, and Kobe Bryant sitting for almost 20 minutes on the bench. Look at that body control, the ability to put a body on the defender, hang in the air, use your body to stay in the air a little bit longer, finish the play at the basket. But Mark, he only missed 6 minutes and 43 seconds of game, but he sat on the bench for 19 minutes and 44 seconds. When you substitute, take him out before the first quarter ends, you get that break, you get the 2 timeout breaks, you get to sit for 20 minutes and get your win.
And you know what? I would think that a rest like that is unusual for him because he plays only, I say only 34 minutes, not gigantic minutes for a starter. It's starter's minutes, but not gigantic.
But how you pace those minutes, how you break those minutes up, determine what kind of rest you can give players, and give Kobe Bryant his wind. He's good when he's tired.
Brand racing with Bynum, tried to get the contact, thought he did, got the field goal, his first points coming just past the halfway point of the second quarter.
And I thought he got the contact as well, Mark. Moved his body back, Bynum unable to stop, no call, good finish.
Gasol interrupted there as Brand has the loose ball. Sixers need to piece together some kind of a run. Ball deflected out of bounds. Sixers will keep it with 18 to shoot.
But there's the Laker defense. Ivy standing wide open in the corner. Lakers 3 players around the ball. One of them deflects it and prevents the Sixers from getting an open look from the corner.
This is a long team in terms of height. Guys with long arms. They cover the court. They make it difficult for you to run your offenses. Bryant, all over Royale Ivy, commits his second.
And it's amazing that Kobe's arguing this call. Kobe tried to get the angle here. Watch him try to get the angle on Ivy. And this contact right here, whether it's your back or your front or your arm or your leg, that contact, you're impeding the progress of the ball handler, that's a foul.
Ivy here getting second quarter minutes for the Sixers. Nice find of Dalembert, who turns and slams for 2. The second field goal for 4. He's got 5 boards as well. Sixers trying to piece together some kind of a push here. Down 11. There's Ivy trying to spark him. Bryant's got him lined up. Forget it. Royale Ivy, the assist to D'Alembert, and now the steal and layup to make it a 9-point game.
Little energy from Ivy here in the second quarter. Maurice Cheeks goes to his bench. Royale Ivy playing with big energy here. Comes up with the steal.
A 6-0 Sixer push. Ivy himself, sporadic minutes this year, signing as a free agent. Pau Gasol, oh, by the way, he's got range his 8th year from Spain at 28. His brother Mark is making his mark, if you will, with Memphis as a rookie, playing pretty well.
Interesting that the Gasol brothers, in theory, were traded for one another when Gasol came here.
Oh, nicely done. Miller to D'Alembert. Sammy very much back into this game. 6 points for him, and the 3rd assist of the game for Andre Miller.
We talked about Bynum in those seams. Samuel D'Alembert can be just as effective in those seams and then around the rim.
And the Lakers, seeing the Sixers make some inroads here, have called for a timeout. Vladimir Radmanovic, who, while the Lakers were fumbling early on, carried the torch. He scored 11 points, including 3 threes in that first quarter, and he is back. All the starters, save for Odom, is in there, reunited. There's Radmanovic to the floor, and Fisher. The Lakers here with the first 24. There's Odom. That is for 2, and he delivers. Lamar Odom averaging 9. 26 minutes a game, and again, all of them have come off the bench this year. Brand, his spot. Gasol flying it in, got a piece of the rock. Now he's open. A shot he can hit, he delivers.
We talked about that matchup, Mark. That length. Elton Brand thinking he's open in that pick and pop, thinking he's open at the elbow, gets the shot blocked. Gasol beats him down the floor and hits the corner jumper.
These Lakers, they're pretty good.
No surprise that they've only lost 1 game every 2 weeks this season.
2 win streaks of 7. They had that game 1 last night at Indiana. They were up 16 early in the 4th. They let it slip away. They needed no pep talk tonight. Kobe Bryant, who's certainly up for the task with 17 to lead all scores. 7 of 9 from the floor. So the Sixers make some inroads. They get it to 9, and the Lakers come out of the timeout huddle and just reassert themselves.
You said they were angry, and that's kind of a joke, but they're focused for sure after blowing that lead last night in Indiana.
That time, Royale Ivy through the back door, and Samuel D'Alembert, another assist, his 2nd. Brand trying to come up with the steal. The Lakers will keep it. Fine folks at AT&T want to know what you think about the NBA's Western Conference. Who you think will win it? The Rockets, the Hornets, the Field, and of course the #1 pick would be the LA Lakers. Text your answer please to 749-377. That's 749-377 and cast your vote tonight. The AT&T poll questions. Iguodala taking on Radmanovic, and he had his way as Bryant missed the long jumper. That allowed the Sixer run out.
That's the 3rd time tonight that Andre Iguodala has done a nice job of handling the ball in traffic and using his body at the rim.
Iguodala and Miller combining now for 27 of the Sixers' 47. Again, Brand, his hands full with the 7-footer Gasol. Fisher rimming it. Thaddeus Young back into the game. Iguodala again into the open floor, and he is able to sneak it past Radmanovic. Andre Iguodala, 7 of 8 for his 14. He busted out last night with a season-high 25. And again, a 6-0 Sixer run. But again, and this is what the Sixer coaches had feared, Gasol, Bynum posting up. They wanted to deny those post-ups as much as possible.
Elton Brand giving up a huge height advantage to Gasol in the post. But the mismatch on that end of the floor that's not working for the 76ers, the one on this end has been Andre Iguodala.
Beautiful move by Ivy. And look at Andre Miller, the offensive rebound. Miller was 17 in the first half, matching Kobe Bryant point for point. Gasol, the focus of attention for the Lakers. That time, Brand fouled him in the act. With the Lakers with 60 points already. Coming up, the Taco Bell halftime report. First, we'll start with the Comcast Sportsnet studios, and then D. Lineman conversation with 76ers president, general manager Ed Stefanski. You'll want to hear that. Analysis and stats. My partner Bob Salmi, as Brand will sit now with 2 personal fouls. Theo Ratliff in for him, and Gasol, who's got 10 points, will get 1 more at the line.
We talked about Joakim Noah's free throw last night. Pau Gasol with another interesting free throw. Almost like he blocks his own shot with the guide hand. Puts that guide hand directly on top of the ball. And theoretically could lead the league in blocks because it looks like he blocks his own every time he shoots the ball.
Well, he's 77% from the line. Unlike Noah, last night he was 60%. So
works for him.
Yeah. Iguodala against the taller Radmanovic, forced to give it up. Thaddeus Young. Radmanovic, his miss. Now the shot clock is unplugged. The Sixers do not have a foul to give. If the Sixers get it back, the Lakers would have a foul to give. And for some apparent reason, Kobe Bryant has the ball. Real Ivy on him. Bryant, the fake. Gasol missing, and that'll do it. On Comcast Sportsnet, Sixers and the Lakers. Sixers have it as we begin the third. The Andres Miller and Iguodala. The bulk of the scoring for the Sixers in that first half. Now we have a call here against the Sixers. This could be an offensive foul on Andre Iguodala, disbelieving of that call made by Benny Adams.
And while Andre Iguodala made his pivot to turn and face the basket, he made contact with the defender guarding Miller. By Benny Adams, offensive foul on Andre Iguodala.
Kobe Bryant along with Derek Fisher in the backcourt. We'll be hearing it from the fans after that shot at the Wachovia Center. Andrew Bynum in the middle, flanked by Pau Gasol and Vladimir Radmanovic. Sixers want to get Elton Brand going. There is Dallenberg breaking it free, but Bryant has it for the Lakers. And Kobe on the drive is fouled by Andre Miller.
He's so patient, Mark. He waits for just the right opportunity. Looks like he's lulling you to sleep, and then bang, he hits you with a crossover. Andre Miller trying to come up with the steal. But so good at reading and reacting and waiting for that right moment to strike.
I don't know. If I'm guarding Kobe Bryant, I'm always going to be awake.
but he lulls you to sleep. You know, he makes it look like he's disinterested. He's selling you that he's not doing anything.
Sixers down 10. Young, the bump and run with Radmanovic. And Bryant has it for the Lakers, who had a season high for a first half, in that first half, 61. As Young took a tumble and Bryant just kind of stood there for a second. And now a blocking foul called on Thaddeus Young.
But that look of, come on, youngster, that's not a charge. Now he knocks him to the floor. Thaddeus trying to take a charge. Kobe like, come on, get up. I want to go by you again. Good try by Thaddeus to get there, and then as he gets up, puts the body on him again, gets called for the blocking foul.
Unbelievable. Young is first. There's Gasol in no man's land. Pau Gasol having his way on the Sixers. In this game, he's got 13.
And Elton Brand knows that if he's going to front that post, he's got to get some backside help. That time, Samuel Dallenberg guarding Bynum up by the free throw line. You have to get down there and help on that lob.
Again, it bears repetition. The Sixer coaches really feared as the Sixers end up turning it over, though Bryant making contact with Iguodala, and Iguodala letting the official know that Kobe bumped me on that play.
Threw him to the floor, and Kobe made it look like he didn't do anything. Walked away like, nah, it wasn't me. And the fan reaction to a foul on Kobe? Yay!
What do you call that foul compared to the contact that was made moments ago?
But again, timing is everything. When you're out at the top of the floor by yourself and you reach, and we heard the contact here, you get called for the foul. But in loose ball situations, you're between the ref and the play, you can take liberties.
Kobe is third as Miller steps in and hits it. Thank goodness for the Andres, Iguodala and Miller combining for 33 of the Sixers' 53. Andre with 19 on the heels of the season-high 28 he dropped last night. Now he bellies up to Kobe Bryant. That pass is going to go out of bounds for the Lakers' 7th turnover of the game.
What do you know? He can make a mistake. Good double team that time by the 76ers. Kobe tries to throw the ball across court, turns it over.
Bryant strapped to Iguodala, who got by him. Young trying to get aggressive. There's Miller swatted away by Bynum. An excellent shot blocker. Dalembert and finally Fisher for the Lakers. He's got Kobe against Thaddeus Young. Fisher dips in. Boy, Bryant trying to hammer it back, and in doing so, the offensive basket interference.
Tremendous hustle play by Fisher, but watch this alley-oop, trying to realizing he didn't have the opportunity to secure the ball, and on the way down tries to tip it into the basket.
Sixers on the road Friday. They take on Allen Iverson and the Pistons, Palace of Auburn Hills. Elton Brand trying to get his off the fingertips of Dalembert. Brand runs it down, but Gasol is strapped to him, and now a whistle. And we have a foul on Derek Fisher of the Lakers. Kobe Bryant, the reigning most valuable player. After his performance last year, we mentioned the second youngest, Wilt Chamberlain, to surpass 22,000, did that last night. Winning 3 rings with Shaquille O'Neal at his side. 8 times on the all-defensive team. That, sometimes people tend to forget. Kobe Bryant, who plays both ends of the floor, last year a member of the all-defensive first team, is Samuel Dalembert. One of his better games in a while, and he will go to the line for 2.
You talked about Kobe's defense, and that's when it started to turn for the Lakers. 2000, the first year he made the all-defensive team.
There we have the McDonald's small fry of the game tonight. McDonald's. I'm loving it. Foul on Radmanovich, his first. Samuel Dalembert to the line for the first time. The Sixers in the first half, only 5 attempted free throws.
Speaks to the Laker defense. Phil Jackson not happy with something. Wants a timeout here before.
Samuel Dalembert, let's hope he was not iced by the timeout. And in fact, he deftly sinks 2. Sixers trailing by 8. Dalembert with 8. 6 boards to his credit.
Phil Jackson's strategy to ice Sammy at the line didn't work.
Nope. It did not. Bynum run it for him over Dalembert, and Sammy has his miss. The Sixers inch closer. The Lakers playing the front runners since the latter stages of the first. Sixers bolted from the gate. They had a 17-7 lead. Bynum trying to run it down. Sixers will keep it with 7 to shoot. The Lakers by as many as 15 in this contest, and they led 61-51 at halftime. Thaddeus Young rolling in and scoring. Compliments of Andre Iguodala. Another one of those 6-0 runs the Sixers had in the first half several times as Iguodala picked it off for the 3rd time. Spotting Dalembert. Sammy may have gotten away with a walk, and now a whistle. Lakers looking for a jump ball. Derek Fisher looking for that travel, but instead we have a Laker foul.
Not may have, Mark. He did on this skip pass here. Going to drop it down inside. There's Thaddeus going to the hole, getting cracked in the face by Pau Gasol. No call. There have been a lot of those opportunities in and around the basket where players have gotten hit. Thaddeus plays through it, gets back defensively.
D-Lineham, what's up with those seats we saw moments ago?
Other than their great seats, the fact that randomly every game the Sixers go up to the upper level and they find a couple of fans who have come to the game, think they're going to be sitting far, far away from the court, and they say, no, you know what? We have a beautiful seat for you down by the court, and they get to sit in that cushy couch and get to be couch potatoes, only seeing it in live and in person.
One of those guys apparently texting his friend. Should be watching this. Sixers have closed in and made it a 5-point game. Derek Fisher trying to give Andre Miller a taste of his own medicine. Here are the Sixers down only 5. Miller forced to give it up. D'Alembert. Miller trying for the tip. Brand bursting in. Missing the putback. Gasol finally broke it free. And Elton Brand, tough luck for him tonight. Only 2 points, just 1 of 7 from the floor. He could have used that putback.
He needed that to go down, no question. He's been struggling offensively, trying to get it to go down with a dunk.
Boy, Bryant and Iguodala going at it. And Andre saying, hey, he threw a forearm at me, but the officials are hearing none of it.
Here's the competitive nature of Kobe Bryant. Back cut. Now he's going to come right back to the ball, swing through. But Andre Iguodala that time, arm on top. Tough as an official to know when two guys get engaged like that. You know, what came first, the chicken or the egg type situation. Andre with his hand wrapped around Kobe. Kobe trying to free up. Iguodala called for the foul.
Kobe certainly on a nightly basis used to teams running at him as Bynum able to lace 2 more. He's got 7. Andre Iguodala, remember, told us last night after the game he started yesterday watching tape of Kobe Bryant, even though the Sixers were preparing for the Chicago Bulls. Young with a pair of threes in the first quarter. Nice look for Elton Brand, and again unfinished business for him. So Brand will go to the line to try to earn his 2 there. Andrew Bynum, personal number 3. So Bynum and Kobe Bryant each with 3 for the Lakers.
But think about how fragile the game of basketball can be, Mark. Elton Brand previously missing that dunk. It was a 5-point game when he missed that dunk. Sixers have done a nice job clawing back into this game in the second half. Sometimes those missed opportunities in and around the rim can be the difference between finishing that comeback and allowing the team you're playing to get right back out to that lead.
1 of 2 for Brand. Still, with Brand having only 3 points, the Sixers down only 6. Bryant, wow! That looked good just on style points, and a putback for Andrew Bynum.
Shades of Dr. J on Landsberger in the finals. Tried to sweep it to the other side, but Bynum cleans it up.
Bynum now with 9. He averages just under 13. They lob it for Brand. Nice look, D'Alembert, who threw it down. Great presence of mind for a guy who is struggling with his offense to give it up.
Since Bynum coming from the weak side, dropped it right to D'Alembert.
Fisher tees it up and drills it. Derek Fisher, second time with the Lakers. Through an 8-year period, collected 3 rings. 2000 to 02 with the Kobe-Shaq combination. Of course, they beat the Sixers in the finals in 2001. Bynum off the Miller miss. Stolen by Brand. 3-on-3 basketball here. Miller taking on all comers, and he had his way. Andre Miller has been marvelous tonight. 21 points for him. Miller is high man of the game. Bynum is clobbered and the whistle's silent. They're letting him play. I guess. Brand unable to hang on to it. Gasol with D'Alembert looming. Lost it. Bynum and a foul. I'll tell you, bodies are flying all over the place.
This is a dangerous time in this game, Mark, and this is when basketball games can get out of hand. 2 straight possessions where fouls were not called that were very apparent fouls. And if you miss the one and then you miss the second, and that's a foul on Elton Brand, there's no question. You go down to the other end of the floor, and it's a foul on the other end of the floor. Reach there by Fisher, gets all on. You start to escalate that contact when you realize it's not being called, and that's when things get out of hand.
Reese Cheeks calling for and getting a timeout.
The thing that surprises me most, Eddie Jordan, same thing, gets extended for 1 year, and then 10 games in, he gets fired. Mitchell gets extended, then gets fired, but sometimes it's the direction that management feels the team is taking that forces the change to be made.
Here, the Sixers now out of the timeout. Number 3, Trevor Ariza tries to rev it up for the Lakers off the bench. He's in charge of Iguodala. Andre able to get the shot off, but not in. Maurice Speights has come on the first time in the second half. And immediately a whistle and a foul on him, and for Speights his third.
Now we'll walk to the other end of the floor. As the Sixers are in the penalty. But that's a call, Mark, we talked about that has to be made in a chippy game like this. Players are taking liberties. Players are knocking people around. And Speights kind of looks at the officials like, was that a foul? Well, there was contact made that knocked Kobe Bryant off balance.
And so Kobe to the line for the 4th and 5th times. Royale Ivey some quality minutes in the first half, replacing Andre Miller. You talk about high quality. 21, 6 boards, 3 assists for Andre Miller.
That's how fragile it is, Mark. Miller goes to the bench. 76ers down 5 with possession. Elton Brand misses the dunk. Next thing you know, you blink, the Lakers are back up by 11.
So Ivey and Green in the backcourt. Andre Iguodala now a small forward with Speights the power forward and D'Alembert. That is Ariza. Got him in a trade with the Orlando Magic. Turned out to be a great deal for the Lakers. Willie Green on the back. The double. That's a plunge by Ariza, who lost it in traffic, leaking. Iguodala's got company, and Fisher a smart foul. The Sixers breaking 3-on-1 to make Iguodala earn his 2 at the line.
But you said a smart foul, and you're absolutely right. Make a play on the ball while the ball's on the floor. Loose ball picked up. Andre takes off. He's off to the races. And look at Fisher hustling down. Make a play on the ball. Sometimes that's called, sometimes it's not. You stop the layup, and you make that player earn it at the free throw line.
Iguodala from the line just 69%. He is a career 76% free throw shooter. 4th on the team in scoring, averaging just under 14. Sixers missing 5 foul shots in this game. Willie Green right now in charge of Bryant. D'Alembert now on the back of Gasol. With Elton Brand on the bench. They swing it to Fisher. That's for 3, and down it goes for Derek Fisher. Talk about three-point proficiency. The Lakers 5 of 10 from beyond. Fisher was 7 in the game. He averages 10. Bob, to reiterate, Sixers had it to 5. Now the Lakers by 13. That's Ivey, and that's for 3. Missing badly. And out of bounds it goes.
But that's what happens against a good basketball team like the Los Angeles Lakers. You battle back, you fight back, you think you have an opportunity, and a player in Elton Brand who's struggled all night to get the ball to go down can't get the dunk to go down. That would have cut the lead to 3.
Right now an 8-1 Laker run. Lamar Odom, what a luxury to have a 6'10 guy bring up the ball for you. Speights bumps into him, and Maurice Speights having a time of it against these Lakers. In a 6-minute run, 4 personal fouls for the rookie.
Think about the changing front line of the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. Maurice Speights is a power forward. Lamar Odom is a finesse forward. He has the ability to put the ball on the floor, drive the basketball. That's a tough matchup for Maurice Speights, who's used to that power game, working the offensive boards. Now he's guarding Odom. He's got to slide his feet, stay in front of a player who can put it on the floor and get it all the way to the rim.
So Speights, as well as he played last night, having trouble getting on track tonight. Thaddeus Young, by the way, back onto the floor. Theo Ratliff, his first second-half appearance. Ditto for Jordan Farmar, 6'2 guard, wearing number 5 for the Lakers. They lead it by 14, playing the front runners since the latter stages of the first quarter. Ivey plunging in. Gasol getting a piece of the rock. And it will belong to the Los Angeles Lakers. The 4th block of the game for Pau Gasol. The Lakers, as a team, 5th in the NBA. Elton Brand seated next to Lou Williams. Williams yet to appear here in the second half. He struggled through 4 minutes in the first half. Bryant, what a first step in the setup of Pau Gasol. Nicely done between those two. Gasol slamming for 2 of his 15. He is 7 of 9 from the floor. And there's Bryant sifting for the steal. He's going to come up with it. He's got company. Farmar pointed to the rim, and wow. And Bryant hit the 3 as if to say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, take that.
Makes a great play to get himself into the paint, and then gets Gasol a dunk. But on the steal, runs down the ball. Here's the play to beat Willie Green off the dribble. Pivot feed optional. Nice drop pass to Pau Gasol, who finishes for the dunk. And then off the steal, in the open floor, looks underneath the basket, looks at Farmer. No, sorry, got to shoot this 3. Has a little discussion with the fans after it goes down. Kobe Bryant, offensively and defensively, getting it done here for the Lakers.
.157 out of play here in the third. And suddenly the Lakers sprinting to the 19-point lead thanks to a 14-1 run capped moments ago by Kobe Bryant's 3. And oh, by the way, not really shooting the 3 all that well this year, but he measured that one perfectly as he was wide open.
That was a just so you know 3, I think, from Kobe. Standing in the corner, looking around. I'm wide open. This isn't the greatest fast break shot in the world to take, but just so you know, I can make this.
Here are the Sixers now out of the timeout. 2 to play third quarter. Green short of Farmar delivers. Willie hitting the deuce for a second field goal. He's got 4. The third different defender the Sixers have put on Pau Gasol, meaning Theo Ratliff. Green tries to belly up to Kobe Bryant. That's a typical shot for him. Gasol missing the putback. Got it again, and there's Ivey to strip him of the basketball. And there is Ariza to bump into and foul Ivey. It'll be 2 at the line for Royale Ivey with 1:16 to go in the third quarter of play.
Again, Kobe with that fadeaway. Gasol with the offensive rebound. And a good no call here as Gasol pushes off with the left hand. But as soon as he secures the offensive rebound and puts it on the floor, Royale Ivey's ready to pounce. Big players. One of the biggest mistakes they can make in traffic off offensive rebounds is to bring that ball down or put that ball on the floor. Players like Royale Ivey are waiting to pounce, waiting for that moment for that ball to come down to their level.
Lou Williams, the late third quarter replacement for Andre Iguodala, who sits with 15. Iguodala and Miller have played well tonight. Kobe Bryant sitting with 22. That 3, his only field goal of the second half. He had 17 at intermission. Bryant, in the Laker win here last year, was the 4th leading scorer for the Lakers. Gasol, Pau Gasol. That is a great shot for a big man in traffic. It's unblockable.
Put that ball up high, hang it out in one hand, that little jump hook. He's perfected it. He's got a left-hand jump hook as well.
Thaddeus Young teeing up a 3. Ivey for Young again. Good aggressive play by Thaddeus Young after his own miss. Sixers here with a fresh 24. They would love 2 possessions for 1. Theo Ratliff, and he delivers. Theo Ratliff only his 2nd field goal of the year. Just in time, a little less than 5 seconds separating the clocks. Sixers could use that final possession after a hoped-for stop here. Vujicic into the game first time in the second half. Sasha Vujicic. Sixers do have some time now. Third quarter clock running down. Green for 3. Gasol ensuring no further harm. Kobe Bryant, 22 for the Lakers. Andre Miller has been terrific all night long. Pau Gasol, the leading rebounder in the game. Andre Iguodala and Bryant, not only the assist leaders, but Kobe, the steals leader for the Lakers, and Royale Ivey off the bench has picked off 3. And don't you think the Lakers are saying, hey, you know what, guys? Last night we were up 15 after 3. We thought we had it in the bag at Indiana. Don't forget that as we start the 4th.
I'm sure that having been there last night and spit the bit, as it were.
As it were. Pacers pulling it out on a Troy Murphy putback at the buzzer. Lakers have it to start the 4th. All cotton for Lamar Odom. He's got 9, right on a season's average. Sixers running Lou Williams with Willie Green and Royale Ivey. So indeed a small lineup right now for Mo Cheeks. Williams the bump and run with the 7-footer. Andrew Bynum. Ratliff and Young rounding out the starting 5 here to begin the 4th.
And there you see it, Mark. You talked about it. That 4th quarter, 32-16. And then a tip-in that bounced about 105 times on the rim by Troy Murphy that went down. Tough loss for the Lakers last night, and they've come out with a focus tonight that lets the world know they're not happy about giving up that lead.
They are, after all, the defending Western Conference champions as Lou Williams gets his first bucket and his first points. Sasha Vojevic for 18. Jordan Farmar in the backcourt. Lamar Odom, Andrew Bynum, and this guy, Trevor Ariza up front. Oh, and there's a putback by Ariza as he skies and slams. 7 off the bench for him.
Lakers coming from the top of the floor, getting a running start for some of those offensive rebounds.
Williams teed up a 3, and he drops it. Sixers just 3 of 9 from beyond. Cheeks puts the starters back, hoping for one final push here in the 4th. Lakers turn it over. Ivey was grabbed off the ball by Jordan Farmar. It's the reason for the whistle from Bob Delaney. DeAndre's coming back. Miller and Iguodala.
And even though that was an away from the play foul, it's not the last 2 minutes of the game. Therefore, just a common foul. Take the ball sideline out of bounds. It wasn't a clear path foul. There were defenders back. There were players between the ball and the basket. So a heads-up play in transition that stops the 76er fast break.
The Andres are back. Miller and Iguodala. That's Williams sneaking through the back door. Theo Ratliff making the delivery. And a foul results. Sasha Vojevic, personal foul.
Here's that tip from last night by Troy Murphy. Shot by Marquis Daniel doesn't go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back in. Game winner Troy Murphy. I'm talking to the Laker coaching staff before the game. Not happy as a group about letting that lead slip away and not finishing a game they clearly had in hand.
Denying Phil Jackson the 991st career victory for him.
Almost took him under 700 for his career. Got to be careful.
He's at 702 right now. It would take quite a losing streak for that to happen, I think.
More than one game for sure. Told you my math wasn't that good.
Well, mine compared to yours, please. Andre Iguodala, we mentioned the breakout last night, shooting well again tonight, 8 of 11 for his 17. The Sixers creeping back now, they're down 11.
Deja vu all over again. Lakers in the back of their mind maybe thinking about Indiana last night. The Sixers cut the lead to 11.
Jordan Farmar getting to the heart of the Sixer defense and striking there. He's got 6. Their bench is talented. Odom, Ariza with his energy, Farmar with his scoring ability and shooting. Sasha Vojevic as well. He can chip in on occasion. Thaddeus Young the walk.
And that's a tough break for Thaddeus. That's not any more of a walk than when Kobe went by the Sixers on the other end of the floor and missed, and it was cleaned up by Bynum. But out at the top of the floor, when you're out there by yourself, the officials are looking directly at you and watching those feet.
Double up on Odom. Swing to Ariza. That is for 3. Young, a nice job to keep Odom off the glass. And Odom hoping for some kind of a swat at a miss is called for swatting a player. And personal foul on Odom is first. Lakers now 3 team fouls. Sixers hope that could result in some free throws to be shot here, which is always a good way to get back into it. Score points, stop the clock. Andre Miller, there it is. As my partner likes to say, the best shot fake in the game. And Andrew Bynum apparently had not seen tape of it yet.
Well, he has. He's going to get an earful from his coaching staff as he heads back to the bench. You know what's coming. Stay down, big fella. Andre Miller gets him in the air. 2 free throws when we come back. He shoots shots that you have nothing to say about as a defender, and that is demoralizing as a defender. You're up in him, you're guarding him, you think you're doing a good job. He just turns and rises over you and shoots a shot that you have nothing to say about.
Kobe, for the record, a 2-time scoring champ. Remember, 3 years ago, he averaged a career-high 35.5, but he's dropped that by 10 because with this supporting cast, no need.
Think about what's happened to the Lakers. 2005 going back 4 years, team that didn't make the playoffs, then 2 consecutive years of losing in the first round. And you're right, Kobe deferring to other players as the talent level has risen on this team. His scoring's gone down, the team's gotten better.
Lakers going here primarily with reserves, save for Andrew Bynum. There they set up the big fella, and he'll get one more at the line.
Not bad company in the points per game active career leaders. Allen Iverson, who we'll see as a Detroit Piston on Friday. LeBron James, that average keeps creeping up after a slow start, but just consistency over time, the ability to score the ball at a high level. Kobe Bryant has shown that he can score with anyone in the business.
It's ironic, too. Remember a couple of summers ago how unhappy he was. Then that 2007-08 team ends up going to the finals as Miller is able to lace 2 on the reverse, and he's got 24. Then, go ahead, partner.
Well, that team added one guy by the name of Pau Gasol in a trade in February, and that was the difference that pushed them to 57 regular season wins.
Good luck to Andre Miller. Is going to deal with the 6'9", maybe 6'10", Lamar Odom. Young in the fray for the Sixers. We're down 13, but the Lakers have been successful keeping them at arm's length as Miller missing the bump and run attempt. He is 10 of 20, by the way, for his 24 points. Bynum again. Ratliff trying to hold him off with both hands. Andrew Bynum, 7 feet. He's 285. He's a real man, even though he came right out of high school. But that was 4 years ago.
You're right. He's thickened up since then.
Yep.
And Ratliff just takes a shot as this ball goes down to the post. And you can hear this over this kind of a thud. That little cross body block to try and keep him out of the paint.
Did you repeat that?
No, I might hurt myself. I could hurt myself making those kind of cuts.
Andrew Bynum getting a new deal. His salary will go up exponentially next year. Here's the way it sounded.
Told you that's what it sounded like.
Exactly.
But you're right. He has thickened up since coming out of high school. And a shot like that 4 years ago would have put him on the injured list. Now you look at his upper body. He's thickened himself up. He's gotten stronger. He can take a shot like that. And trust me, Theo Ratliff took a shot at him, and he did not budge.
D-Line, what's up?
Well, you were talking earlier about how Kobe plays modest minutes for a starter. He hasn't played 40 minutes in a game this year, Mark, and as a matter of fact, not one Laker has, which says to you, how well rested will this group be for that postseason run?
And it will be a lengthy one, I do believe. Who could stop the Lakers from getting back to the finals?
The Lakers.
Enough said. Farmar, I do believe he called glass on that one. The Lakers, nearly 57% shooting. They were at 60% at halftime, and they have continued to shoot a high percentage here in the second half. Andre Iguodala missing the 3, but there's Young able to slam it back.
Thaddeus continuing to hang around the basket, continuing to try and make things happen. This game's a long way from being over, Mark. Over 6 minutes to go. Sixers trying to climb back one more time.
Oh, and Kobe Bryant's back in, by the way. Just like throw that in. Andre Iguodala in charge of him. Farmar up for grabs, and Bynum able to slam it down.
And it's that second pick. The first pick to the baseline, the second pick back to the middle. He rolls to the basket. I don't care who rotates from the weak side. You're not going to stop that.
Andrew Bynum now with 18 points. 6 of those here in the final quarter. 13 coming after intermission. Lou Williams hitting the 3. He's got 10 suddenly. The Sixers actually have posted 5 in double figures, including Williams. And they're down 11. Past the halfway point of the final quarter. Bryant wants Iguodala. Bynum trying to get it to him. There he heaved it past Reason out of bounds. Now we'll take a timeout. Elton Brand, we add parenthetically, just 25 minutes in this game. Really struggled. Only 3 points. Just 1 of 7 from the floor. Sixers down 11. Out of the timeout, there's Derek Fisher being decked after being hit by Samuel Dalembert, and he is slow to get up.
Again, on this pick, right knee on thigh. That's got Charlie Horse written all over it. Samuel Dalembert extends his right knee to the left leg of Derek Fisher, and that doesn't feel good.
I don't believe so. Again, Sammy is 4th. Sixers turn it over for the 12th time. Derek Fisher. Guy's had some special moments in his NBA career. Now Kobe, what a gorgeous move. I don't know. You take it from the drive, starting here on the right wing. I can't re-describe that.
He passed it to himself, Mark. That dribble was a pass to himself. He threw the ball through first, went back and got it, took the contact, and finished.
24 for number 24. Lou Williams hitting another 3. 13 for Lou Williams. All coming here in the 4th quarter. Sixers down 10. Bryant. Gasol missing on the putback. He lands on the floor because, in the opinion of the officials, he was fouled.
Fans upset with that call. We take a look at our Dodge drive of the game. Watch this pass with the left hand. Passes it between the double team and then takes the contact and finishes. And Sixer bench impressed. There it is. Left hand dribble between the 2 defenders. Ball goes first. As Kobe finishes our Dodge drive of the game.
They say Andre Miller, in the meantime, fouled Gasol. Kobe Bryant was actually looking for the foul after he finished in traffic.
On that last play, I don't know that Trevor Ariza wasn't the one that hit Gasol, as both of those players went to the rim trying to finish that putback on the Kobe miss.
Nonetheless, Gasol with 19 and 11. Miller in jail. Odom and Fisher surrounding him. Fortunately, it goes out of bounds. Check that. That was Lou Williams. Bad part of town.
And Lamar Odom, we talked about the power forward matchup, a tough one for Maurice Spates tonight. Odom playing power forward. He was the guy double teaming the ball at half court with Derek Fisher.
Iguodala magically through a maze of players. His own miss, and he slams for 2 of his 19.
Andre saw Kobe do it. He did the same thing. Took that left hand, threw the ball through the double team, went back and got it. Got his own miss.
The Andres, Miller and Iguodala combining for 43 of the Sixers' 93 on a night where Elton Brand really struggled. Right now on the bench here in the 4th with only 3 points. Young making contact with Ariza. That's the reason for the whistle. 3 on Thaddeus Young.
Like the Sixer energy down the stretch, continuing to fight, continuing to hang around. A stop and a couple of field goals, and this could get interesting. Could get a little like Indiana all over again with a couple of stops.
Young going for the steal. Odom recovers. Fisher thinking 3, and Young attached to him. Now Fisher missing the deuce. Look at Miller battling with Ariza. What a play by Andre Miller. And there's Young in flight, and he finishes the job. All that made by Andre Miller and his hustle.
A great block out of Ariza to start the play. Ariza trying to work around the block out. Andre Miller runs down the loose ball and starts the break.
All right, can the Sixers make a push? They're down 8. The Lakers, memories of their blown lead last night at Indiana fresh in their minds. Dalembert trying to belly up on Gasol, fouls him for his 5th.
Again, on the block out, run down the loose ball, and then that kick-ahead pass. Young, nice job of using the rim. Odom had engaged on the strong side. Take the ball to the other side. Odom thinks got blocked. Thaddeus takes it to the other side of the rim.
So 5 personals on Samuel Dalembert, and the Sixers are in the penalty, and Gasol will get one more at the line. Odd shooting style and all at 77%. He is 4 of 5. He's got 20 points now to go along with his 11 rebounds. And as Bob mentioned earlier, acquired during last season, as good a tag team partner as Kobe Bryant could ever hope for. Sixers down 9, exactly 3 minutes to play. Andre Miller among the trees somehow got it done. What a night for Andre Miller. He's got 26. Sixers down 7. Bryant encounters Young. Wow, off the wrong foot. Got it done anyway. Kobe also asking for the foul. The whistle's silent. He's got 26. In the meantime, the Sixers 11 of 14 shooting in the 4th to hang around. Iguodala for 3. Rimmed it. That would have been big. That would have made it a 6-point game. Excuse me, a 7-point game. Oh, I'm right. It's a 6-point game. I told you my math wasn't good.
You and me both are struggling in the math department tonight, but what an option for the Lakers. Just put the ball in Kobe's hand, get a shot or a free throw pretty much anytime he feels like it.
Now with 2:02 to play, we have a timeout on the floor. Having given up that 15-point lead in the 4th quarter last night at Indiana. Trying to nail this down and get their 15th win of the year against only 2 defeats.
I don't think either one of those free throws touched anything but the net. That's leadership. Finish in traffic, get fouled, make both free throws. That's what MVPs do.
Thaddeus Young goes galloping in, but it's one and done, and now the Lakers in no particular hurry, managing an 11-point lead. Bryant with a gorgeous move, just for show.
Is that another just so you can know move? Just so you know I'd make a 3. Just so you know I'm going to split 3 defenders and get to the rim. And a nice play by Thaddeus Young to finish, and now a chance for the 3-point play.
Kobe with 30.
Just spin back, go between your legs, take the contact, finish the play anyway. I think Jimmy Rollins likes what he sees. He's like shaking his head.
Let's put it this way.
Are you kidding me? Kind of reaction from Jimmy Rollins.
Whatever his rooting interests, being a professional athlete, watching Kobe Bryant, you see a reaction by another professional athlete watching Kobe Bryant. It's something just to see his reaction.
That's MVP appreciation from Major League Baseball to MVP appreciation in the National Basketball Association. From one MVP to another, you're right. They appreciate what's going on. That's it. My headset's off. I'm going home. He is unbelievable.
He has scored their last 8. Kobe Bryant. You know, sometimes commentary is superfluous. You just allow the pictures to speak for themselves. And Kobe Bryant has put on a show to close this game and tell his team there's no way we are seeing a repeat of what happened last night in Indianapolis. Bryant here, they call an offensive foul on him. It's his fourth, but he's done enough damage already.
And Kobe with a kind of look of disbelief. But just, here's a stamp. Drive Iguodala back and step back. And Iguodala did a nice job defensively. He demoralizes you with the shots that he makes.
Iguodala with a healthy 3. And Gasol is fouled with 25.7 to go.
Now Kobe talking to Delaney about that last foul. Now our safe auto minimum coverage play of the game. The deflection by Gasol, the contested shot. Gasol runs out. Kobe Bryant brings the ball down the floor, finds his teammate in the corner. Good Laker defense that led to a fast break basket for the Lakers. Lakers have had opportunity basket after opportunity basket and have kind of beaten the Sixers at their own game, gotten themselves out on the break tonight with their good defense.
Sixers will go on now to win or to lose their 3rd straight against the Lakers. Remember, they were swept last year with the Lakers winning here and in Los Angeles. Phil Jackson will get career win number 991 as he tries to become the 6th all-time coach to hit 1,000 victories for his career. Final score tonight, the Lakers will win it 114 to 102. Kobe Bryant, for the record, 32 points, finishing this game with a flourish.